Welcome back to Edu Pharma. I am Khalifa Muhammad Asif and today I am going to discuss about surface tension determination by drop formation method or by using Ostwald stalagmometer. Let me first show you in brief about what are different methods by which we can determine surface as well as interfacial tension of different liquids. These are capillary rise method, drop formation method, Dunois ring detachment method, Cecil drop method and bubble pressure method. Today I will be explaining about drop formation method. Let's understand the principle involved in this method. A drop is allowed to form at the lower end of capillary tube as shown in figure. The drop is supported by upward force of surface tension acting at the outer circumference of the tube. The weight of drop, that is mg, pulls it downwards. Here upward force is due to surface tension of liquid and downward force is due to mass of the liquid drop. When two forces are balanced, the drop breaks. Thus, at the point of breaking, both upward forces and downward forces are equal and we can write mathematically as mg is equal to twice pi r multiplied by gamma, where m is mass of liquid drop, g is gravitational acceleration and r is outer radius of tube and gamma is surface tension. This equation we will use it for derivation of final equation. Let's see the apparatus used in this method of surface tension determination. The apparatus employed is a stalagmometer, also known as a drop pipette. It is a capillary tube. A bulb is present at the middle of it and marking is given above and below the bulb. Last line of upper marking is considered as point A and first line of lower marking is considered as point B. Orifice is there at the lower end of capillary from where a drop is formed. In drop formation method, surface tension can be determined by one of these two methods. First one is drop weight method and second one is drop number method. Here you can see the requirements for performing this experiment. Before going to experiment, let me first explain handling of the stalagmometer. Here you can see a stalagmometer. Liquids can be sucked by using rubber bulb attached to the mouth of stalagmometer. Liquid is filled above the mark A and it is mounted on a stand. When bulb is removed, liquid starts to flow out drop-wise from orifice of the stalagmometer. This is how stalagmometer works. Let's talk about drop weight method. Equation used for calculation in this method shown here. Gamma 1 divided by gamma 2 is equal to m1 by m2. Here gamma 1 is surface tension of experimental liquid and gamma 2 is surface tension of reference liquid, and m1 is mass of 20 drops of experimental liquid and m2 is mass of 20 drops of reference liquid. In this method, we have to calculate weight of 20 drops of both the liquids. For that, first weight of empty beaker is taken. "20 drops of reference liquid is taken by using stalagmometer. Now beaker containing 20 drops of liquid is weighed again to get mass of 20 drops. Readings are noted in observation table. You can see the observation table here. Similarly, weight of 20 drops of experimental liquid is calculated. By substituting values in the equation, we can calculate the surface tension. Now let's see about drop number method. Equation used in this method is shown here, and this is about its derivation. Let's come to the procedure. First, reference liquid is filled and number of drops are counted when meniscus travels from point A to point B. Three readings has to be taken by repeating the same procedure, and number of drops are noted in the observation table, and mean is calculated as N2. Similarly, experimental liquid is filled in stalagmometer and number of drops are counted when meniscus travels from point A to point B. Again, 3 readings has to be taken for experimental liquid also. Observation and calculation will be like this. We can calculate surface tension by substituting the value of N1, N2, D1, D2 and the value of gamma 2, that is surface tension of water. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.